Hello guys, my name is Michael and welcome to the second part of our tutorial installing CodeBlocks from its source code, which means building, compiling and installing it from its source code. And as you can already know, in the last tutorial we learned how to do that. We learned things which we need to do before we start to compile it, and at the end of the tutorial I was showing you that you need to restart or reboot your computer so that CodeBlocks works from your start menu. And of course I showed you if happens that you try to type it from your command line and it doesn't work. I showed you that you need to call the ldconfig on it and then works fine, and after that you still needed to reboot your computer to have it in your start menu. Anyway, I'm not going to test every possible Linux distribution now. Maybe if you are using Ubuntu or Debian or I don't know which other ones, or maybe from other which are not derived from Ubuntu, maybe they are there and you don't need to do those things, but we need to do them and we did it. So, and now we are here, we are back. The things which I did was only to reboot my computer and start my Kazam application, which helps me to record my desktop, nothing special. And we can go now to the start menu and we can type CodeBlocks, see what happens, and it's right here, you see it's there. Or you can just navigate to programming. You see it already has its tab right here, and then hit the CodeBlocks IDE. Once you do that, you see you have CodeBlocks 70.12, and here is the release 70.12, which was in 2017 December 28. Okay, so now we go to recent projects. Here we had our last in the last video we tried to create this project and we did it, and the moment when we build it we saw that works fine, but when we try to run it, or when we try to build and run it, it didn't work, even if we made those changes here, which means we changed that X terminal, which we are not going to use it to GNOME terminal. It still didn't work. But now once that we rebooted our computer, if I now go to build and run, works fine and it should work. You see, hello world works fine and prints it on the screen. So that being said, this is everything you need to know about downloading, compiling and installing CodeBlocks from its source code, and things which you need to do to get it done 100%, like calling sudo ldconfig or just reboot your computer. I think if you reboot your computer without doing that, I mean after your make install script does its job, just close your terminal and I'm sure that it should work if you just reboot your computer. But if it happens that it's not there, if it happens that something crazy happens, or you see that nothing happens, if you maybe you go here, maybe you go to the program and it's there, maybe when you click here that it doesn't happen something. Well, if it happens that it doesn't happen, then you go to your terminal and just write CodeBlocks from your command line and hit enter. If there is a problem with the CodeBlocks itself, you get it like here. We did in the last tutorial share library. It's lib CodeBlocks. I don't know which one was. It didn't found it, so to make it we did sudo ld config. So basically this is the thing which you can type it all the time. I do it right now, you see, and now I fix it. One last thing which is very important for you to know. I'm closing everything and go to my home directory, and here you see we have these CodeBlocks. Here it is basically the things which we did. Here you can fix it again, you can reinstall it, you can uninstall it, you can do a lot of things. But if you think that you are sure that you stick with this version of CodeBlocks, because I don't see that someone going to make a new one. It's almost 2 years now and there are no changes. This means if you stick with 70.12, just come here, right click on it and delete, because you don't need it. These things has nothing. The source code also, delete it. These things, I'm going to delete the whole directory. Delete. Yes. So these things had nothing to do with your CodeBlocks. Your CodeBlocks works fine because it is already installed and into your system, and works fine as it should work. Okay, so that being said, again, thank you guys for watching. If you like it, please subscribe, share with your friends and neighbors, and until next time, see you guys.